The first sign is usually silence. Not explosions, not riots, not dramatic warnings flashing across screens, but silence. Elevators stop between floors. Air conditioning systems die mid-cycle. Refrigerators stop humming. Cellular networks slow under sudden traffic spikes, then begin dropping calls entirely. Fuel pumps refuse payment because digital authorization servers cannot respond. Traffic lights lock into frozen patterns, creating intersections where hesitation becomes more dangerous than speed. In modern civilization, failure does not begin with noise. It begins when millions of interconnected systems lose synchronization at the exact same moment, and ordinary people suddenly realize they cannot access the invisible infrastructure that carries their lives. The danger most people misunderstand is not the initial outage itself. Human beings can survive discomfort. What breaks societies is delayed recognition. The average person assumes systems recover because systems have always recovered before. That assumption becomes fatal during large-scale cascading, psychologically deceptive. Water still flows from taps due to pressure reserves. Grocery shelves still contain food. Phones sometimes connect. Emergency broadcasts sound calm. The illusion of continuity survives longer than the infrastructure itself, and that illusion delays adaptation during the only period where adaptation is easiest. The hidden science behind societal breakdown is not chaos. It is dependency density. Modern urban civilization operates through tightly coupled systems that depend on continuous energy flow, synchronized logistics, predictive software, refrigeration chains, digital communications, and fuel distribution networks that possess almost no excess slack. Most populations believe food exists in stores. In reality, stores are merely temporary display points inside a constant motion transportation network. Large urban supermarkets often contain less than 3 days of inventory under normal purchasing behavior. Once panic buying begins, those timelines collapse into hours. This is not speculation. Supply chain analysts have studied just-in-time logistics for decades. Warehousing costs money, refrigeration costs energy, and corporations maximize efficiency by minimizing static inventory. The system works brilliantly during stability and catastrophically during disruption. During hurricanes, cyber attacks, power grid failures, labor stoppages, or severe weather events, distribution routes become interrupted faster than populations psychologically process the implications. By the time crowds realize replenishment is uncertain, the depletion curve has already accelerated beyond recovery speed. Most people prepare for dramatic violence and overlook thermodynamics. Water purification systems begin losing pressure redundancy. Hospitals switch to generators, but generators themselves require continuous diesel resupply. Data centers possess backup systems, but fuel logistics remain the true vulnerability. Civilization is not powered by electricity alone. It is powered by maintenance cycles. Every generator, transformer, cooling unit, pumping station, and communication node survives only because technicians, spare parts, fuel deliveries, and software diagnostics continuously sustain them. The public sees infrastructure as static objects. Engineers understand infrastructure as active metabolic systems. When enough maintenance chains fail simultaneously, even undamaged equipment begins degrading into uselessness. The misunderstanding that destroys unprepared populations is the belief that governments or emergency agencies can immediately stabilize large-scale disruptions. Emergency management doctrine was never designed to individually rescue entire populations during simultaneous systemic failure. It is built on prioritization mathematics. Authorities protect critical infrastructure, medical systems, transportation corridors, and population concentration zones according to survivability calculations. That means individual households become responsible for their own continuity during the earliest and most dangerous stages of disruption. Yet most households possess less than several days of food, minimal stored water, almost no medical redundancy, and zero understanding of infrastructure fragility. This creates a dangerous asymmetry between expectation and capability. When expectations collapse faster than capability can be rebuilt, panic behavior emerges. Panic is not irrationality. Panic is the nervous system responding to perceived loss of future stability.